Hey there, happy holidays from us here at CoronaWire Studios. In this video, I'd like to go over some of the features that we added over this past year. We have added 5 new TOTUSes, a handful of Sonics, and have completely remade most of the TOTUS exteriors. The first thing I'd like to discuss is the Atomic Shredder. Back before we released version 2 of the game, back on Christmas 2020, our TOTUS system had a button in the key that allowed you to teleport back to your TOTUS. If you ever played Adventures in Time, it is very similar to that. Upon release, I felt like that was kinda cheating in a way, so I removed it. Players were wanting, and more importantly needing, a way to teleport back to their TOTUS without resetting, so we decided to add the Atomic Shredder to the game. This item, when used, will teleport you back to your TOTUS. Of course, this item takes fuel as all items do when using the Fabricator. This next thing I'd like to discuss is exterior viewing. Could you believe for almost 8 months post-release you didn't have the ability to view the exterior? It took so many long nights, but eventually we got it to kind of work. Anyways, moving on. Next, we added time vortexes. For this update, every TOTUS shared the same time vortex, and then after this update, each one was given a unique one. Some of them do share them, but the majority of them have a custom one. And then we have clothing. Earlier this year, we added a variety of the Doctor's clothing to the game. To use these clothes, go to Voto and enter the Curious Cat. Once you're inside, click the hat rack and begin choosing your clothes. Next, we'll discuss weapons. So far, we have 3 weapons in-game: the laser screwdriver, the sci-fi pistol, and the sci-fi rifle. Each item does a select amount of damage. By default, you can be attacked. Of course, if this bothers you, you can disable it in the in-game settings menu shown on screen now. Of course, with weapons, we added Hostile Action Displacement System, or the HADS. When this component is enabled, when an entity fires near a TOTUS, it will begin to dematerialize and then rematerialize at a random point in space. Now, we come to the Sonics. I'm sure you're waiting to see what TOTUSes we are going to be discussing, and we'll get there, just wait. First, we added the 11th Doctor's Sonic Cane. With this, you have the ability to activate the claw or keep it closed. Next, we have Riversong Sonic. This has the red mode, which is purely cosmetic, does, however, change the pitch that the sound will make. Did you know you can change the color of your regeneration? To do this, go to the workshop and click the Scarlet. Next, we have Bad Wolf Bay. With the help of a former disgraced developer and my good friend Sasha, we added Bad Wolf Bay to the game. I'm sure there's no secrets lurking below the surface of it or anything. Anyways. Next, we added K9. He kind of works sometimes, it really honestly depends on his mood. Anyways, with him, we added a quest to get him. I won't go over the quest as there's a video that goes over it. I think I can make it in the corner somewhere. I don't know, maybe. Now, for the moment you've been waiting for, the TOTUSes that have been added this year. The first TOTUS we have this year was the War Masters TOTUS from Big Finish. Next, we have both the 12th Doctor's Series 8 TOTUS and the unused Listen variant that was unused for Listen. After those two, we have the Series 13 variant from Flux. This TOTUS leaks black goo and has multiple doors. There totally have been people who have been used by it. Anyways, fun fact, did you know this TOTUS has a secret control in it? Next, we have quite possibly my favorite TOTUS interior. This TOTUS was a limited release TOTUS to celebrate the game reaching 150,000 visits. And finally, we have one of the 7th Doctor's comic TOTUSes. Now, there's one last thing that we added this year that has been wanted for so long. Mobile support. I know, it's not what you want, you can't run, you can't forcibly regenerate. How about this? I'll make a poll on this video and people can vote on it. If they'd like me to add a run button to the taskbar in the bottom right, then vote. And if you would rather not have that option, then vote as well. That's about it for the things that I really enjoyed adding to the game that was big per se, so bye!